here's where I come now to the question, what do I tell the children after this? You know, I mean, you all kind of get what I'm saying, but you know, you're sort of like around, some of you are around my age, some of you aren't, but you know, what do I tell the children? It's not so much the children, but what do I tell the grandchildren? You know, Jacob's 11, Noah's 9, a few others down the line, they're about the age of that 10-year-old. What do I tell them? Really? I want to provide what we talked about. I want them to wake up and know where they are. I want to provide life purpose. I want to energize action. And you know the whole list? I want that. What do I say?
It's what you do that matters.
It's what I do. The question was, it's what I do that matters. And I think I hear what you're saying, okay? And I mean, that's important. But still, there comes a point when they have a question, and maybe a point where it's story time. You know, it's just story time. What's the story? Please answer this question. I guess one way to think about my own question is, telling the kids something at age 10 is going to be different than something at age 20, and so on. That's true, and I think based on what I've been saying so far, I'd have an easier time at age 20 because their mind is really coming up with a lot of questions. Right. But I still want something at age 10.
The understanding that we have, as our understanding is growing, is truly a consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly the focus and the health of intellect reflects an internal question: how does it work?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Where does it come from?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what we're faced with in resolving any of those open question marks to us is the awareness and the discovery that intellect will always present for us a question of how and why.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll never really know the answer to that. We all have to make our own conclusion.
I agree, but can I tell that to my 10-year-old grandkid? Here we go. We got a hot...
This is so cool because I feel like I'm sort of responding to so many different points of view. But maybe we need to shift the story we tell to the Gospel of John.
Okay.
God so loved the world that he gave his only son, and that's to me that's the primary story. And when we talk about creation itself, if we say creation is like God. Creation is like, and then start into the Genesis story, as opposed to saying creation is. That sets up the model of parable, and an understanding of what myth is, and it gets I think the person ready for, okay, I kind of get it now, and maybe there's more coming as my understanding changes.
Yeah. There's several things you said there that I'd like to respond to. So you think it would be okay if I said, I really don't know the beginning, but creation was like. Yeah, that's good. I think that works. I know I'd want to say, you come from stardust. I'd want to say, also you come from the breath of God.